When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season. The confetti is going to fall.
And there she goes, and she's got it. How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
It's been a fun and entertaining home season for men's hockey. After 3.5 months, it comes to an end tonight. The home finale and senior night as the Owls get set to take on the Worcester State Lancers. Good evening, everyone, and for the final time this season, welcome inside Keene Ice. I'm Ryan Goodwin, joined as always by Ryan Anderson. It's been a nice little break for the Owls after 3 games in a week, dating back to that comeback win over St. Anselm on January 28th. Their last game was here February 4th when they took down Southern New Hampshire 4-2, and it's been an up-and-down season for Keene State, but right now they're up, having won their last 3 all against Division II schools. And with that, and the game underway, I'll turn to you, Ryan. How can the Owls make it 4 in a row tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they just got to come out here ready to go, have that aggression and that, desire to want to win this game. Worcester State and Keene State, if you look at their schedules, they've had games where they've won against other teams and that have lost to this team, and so they're really dead even across the board. So this game is one of those big test games here early on in the real life of this Keene State men's hockey, to kind of build up that program, this final home game senior night. So it'll be important for them to be aggressive out of the get-go. And if you're looking at Worcester State on the other side, You got to look at Drew Ide and Matt Kowal and Brady Carpenter up at their first line. They've been had a lot of production all season. Those are the guys you're going to want to look forward if you want to get a Worcester State win here tonight.
Absolutely. The Lancers have lost their last 2 games, but they played well against the teams that Keene State has lost to. For example, they beat Riviere recently on the road, along with Fitchburg State. And that's something that Keene is also going to have to be wary of, is that while Worcester struggled at home this year, they have been a much better road team. So for Worcester, how can they spoil senior night?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to really look forward. You're going to have to really look towards Drew Ide. I talked about him in a little bit a few seconds ago. He's one of their big offensive powers. Also on the other side, Donovan Alfama, he's been pretty good in net for them as well. Keene State has Will Sloan going for him. He's played okay this year. He has had his ups and downs. As it is senior night, he's starting. So if they can try to exploit him, get some pressure, get him nervous, that might be the way that they kind of pull out a win here.
Yeah, you mentioned both starting goalies. Donovan Alfama gets the start for Worcester, 1-0. 458 goals against average, 9 allowed, and 63 saves. And as you mentioned, the senior Will Sloan, 1-2, 5.29 goals against average, 19 allowed, and 105 saves. So we now settle into the game. Owls come away with it. Thrown in on goal, didn't get all the way through. Take a look at the lines for Worcester tonight. Friccione and Yacht. Extra skater is Haiti. For the Lancers, who are again trying to snap that 2-game losing streak. Owls trying to keep up their 3-game win streak. But that last win against Southern New Hampshire felt like ages ago. Had nearly 2 weeks off.
Yeah, when you don't touch the ice, sometimes it's hard for you to kind of get back in that game form. You're doing a lot of practices, running through the same plays over and over again. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can kind of ease into this game, keep that momentum up and not let themselves kind of slide into this game, kind of come out strong.
Keene State has been a fairly solid home team here this season. Winning record here on home ice. As the Lancers try to get it into the zone, and at home this year 6-3-0, so it's their 10th and final of the season. And now up ice, here they come the other way. For the Owls, it's Piscetto. Festa tries to throw it around the boards. Piscetto working there against Nuzzolillo. And now taken by Hassar. Pass a little too much there for peripheral. Up past center ice. It's going to go into the goalie where it'll be handled by Alfama. And now dumped back in past the red line there by Lindholm. So you get a look at their lines. Connor Perrier, one of the seniors on this team, was introduced among the starters. Newhold has it taken away, and it's flung in front there by Timanus, another one of the seniors on this team, but goes wide of the goal. And now the Lancers take it back the other way. Here comes Yacht, who sends it up. Shot on goal, right into the chest there of Will Sloan. And we'll have a face-off in the Keene defensive zone.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity out front of net. They almost had it, but they couldn't put it away. That's the kind of pressure you want to see here early on, though, if you're Keene State. Really test out Alfama. He's only had 1 game in goal, so, he's new, he's kind of fresh. So, both sides are going to come down to that battle of the goalies. We talked about that earlier on in this year against Fitchburg State. Fitchburg State ended up coming away with the win. But you really want to see that if you're Keene State. You want to see, Will Sloan kind of have a good breakout game, towards the end of his career.
Yeah, and Fitchburg in that game went up 3-0, all in that second period. Owls mounted a little bit of charge. Now here's a chance. A shot goes high of the net, and it rattles all the way back around. Timanus skating after it. Thrown back, but taken out by Porcello. And the Owls go back the other way, trying to fling it up for Timanus. Had to just fling it into the zone. avoid the offside, and a save there by Alfama. Now weaving through, a shot on goal, easily poked away there from Declan House. Intercepted, Perrier takes it near center ice. And it's just going to be gloved here by Alfama. He'll take a face-off. Glad you're with us here. Army National Guard, Owls Media Network, Bobby Rodriguez. There you see him, 10-10, 10-10-1 in his first season. Of course, a graduate of Keene State in 2000. And looking to finish this season 7-3-0 here in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at like older seasons, inaugural seasons for teams, you know, you can really say that Keene State season has been successful. Right now, sitting at 500, depending on how this game goes, we'll see if they go under or above or stay at 500. But, you know, winning 10 games, having a really good home record, that's really good for a first-year program, especially, you know, next year, you know, head into the LEC. That's going to be an important, you know, division to be in. That's going to be a lot of tough teams they've played this year. So really, you have to be proud at the end of the day of what you guys have accomplished so far this season.
Yeah, and I mean, they've had some impressive wins over some Division II schools. Obviously, Franklin Pierce, a program that's really struggled all year. But, you know, St. A's beating St. Michael's as well here. Fitchburg State on the road. Did lose to Curry College, of course, ranked. And now a chance on goal. A good shot there from Chrysofides. But a nice save by Alfama. But, yeah, certainly coming into this game as a 500 team in your first season as a program, not bad at all. Unger there in the corner, now comes away with it, tries to drop it back for Bischetto. But able to get a stick on it there was Dlogolin. Or Dlogolinski. Sent around, trying to find Hassar. Owls take it back again. Cross there to House. Thrown in, goes wide of the net, and now covered by Alfama. Yeah, it gets an applause from some students here visiting from Worcester State, not too far, about hour 20 minutes.
Yeah, and I mean, just what you were talking about earlier too, with the whole like being in your first season and stuff. You know, these teams like Worcester State and all these other programs, they've had players playing with each other for years. You know, people taking eligibility time off, that kind of stuff. They come back. So being on a team where you guys have never met each other, you all come together and you win games, that's going to be good, and it's going to be exciting to see what they have to bring next year.
Yeah, and to add to that, I think it certainly helps that, you know, Coach Rodriguez has been here for a while around the college, was the coach of the club team for a number of years, had a few players who came over from the club team to this team, so he already kind of had some of that chemistry, even with it just being in its first year as a program. Owls have it now. Shot on goal, a save by Alfama. Puck goes back now to the Lancers, and here they come the other way. It's Peripheral moving it up. And then a collision there going into the corner, and we get a whistle. Might be I don't know if it's a call here. And it looks like it is. Well, Sean McBride is going to head to the penalty box for the Owls. So they're going to be shorthanded, it appears.
Yeah, and this is where Worcester State's they've kind of had less momentum throughout this game so far. So this could be a big momentum swing here if they can somehow find a goal in these next couple of minutes.
So McBride with the takedown in the corner. He gets called for it, and we have a clear right away. Played by Alfama. Has to get rid of it quick, but does. A shot on goal. Nice glove save there by Sloan. That one had some air behind it. Able to grab it with the glove, and we'll take a face-off.
Yeah, that was a great save there by Will Sloan. You know, I talked about earlier on, you know, how he needs to kind of ease into this game. And, you know, that was a good shot there by Worcester State right up in that top right corner, and he was able to easily glove it. So that's a good sign to look comfortable going on.
Yeah, that was Newhold who had the clean look there. Flung back out into the neutral zone. Played now by Gronkstad. Gronkstad turns it over. And Sean Gray going after it, but Worcester right back on it. Good turnout here on this Saturday evening. Shot in on goal. Saved there by Sloan. Of course, snow set to move into the area here. And I believe it already has started. Should be a pretty lazy day tomorrow. Another shot inside and another save. Actually, it might have gone into the netting. So we'll have a face-off here in Keene's own zone.
Yeah, tomorrow's the snow's moving in already. I was getting out of my car to come here, and I was like, oh no, I can see the snow dripping down. I was like, in 3 hours from now, it's not going to be just a little bit of snow. There's going to be a whole thing I got to clean off on the top of my car.
Yeah, I think that's everybody. That's certainly my least favorite part of it as well. And just absolutely, we've been pounded since really mid-January here.
Yeah, instead of a hockey program, they should have just added car garages for all the students.
And now I realize how spoiled we've been here the last few winters. I mean, having absolutely little snow, and it also hasn't been super cold either. So I believe I read this week that it was like the coldest winter in New England in like 10 years. So
I mean, that's kind of good. It means we're kind of going back to normal climate here in New Hampshire.
To a certain extent, I mean, it's not bad. But then it's like you have those milder winters and you're like, man, I miss it.
Yeah.
Now I kind of want to go back to that.
I miss when I could play catch with my dad on Christmas Day.
Yeah, yeah. Peripheral brings it up. Final seconds here of the Worcester State power play. Thrown in, nice save made there by Sloan, and the Owls are going to kill off the first man advantage of the night for either side. And now maybe a chance the other way, in on goal. And oh, it's off the post. Oh, it was saved there by Alfama, but the shot from Festa clanked off the left post, off the rebound, and now another chance and another save made.
Yeah, what a great shot, but another great save there by Alfama. He just tapped his left post there, kind of got a little lucky. You know, if you're a goalie, that's one of those moments where you're like super happy that this goal is not an inch wider, because that would have been right in the net.
Yeah, and that sometimes the post is not your friend, but sometimes it is your best friend. And right there, it certainly was for Alfama. He gets the help from the left iron. And offside now called against the Owls. But that was almost perfectly set up there for Luke Festa the other way, and Keene State right off of the power play and the penalty kill, almost getting on the board first on senior night. Near the halfway mark here of the first period. Shots on goal right now, 6-3 in favor of the Owls. Back around it goes McBride out of the bench. And a shot get tipped through, but goes wide of the goal. McBride just sends it back against the board, trying to create another chance. Tomanis throws it in front, and the net comes dislodged. And that's been something all season long. We've talked about it a few times on this broadcast. But these nets just do not like to cooperate here at Keene Ice.
Yeah, they really tick me off. At this point in the season, I see a lot of good opportunities, and then the net moves an inch, and the ref blows the whistle, and I'm like, oh my goodness, we're gonna have to start all over again. Get back to the face-off. It kills momentum on both sides.
Yeah, and it takes away maybe a chance there for the Owls. They do get it back on the face-off. Pennell sends it up, and we have a call, I think, against the Owls once again, as probably boarding there in the corner.
Yeah, that was Chase Carney. That was a brutal hit. It looked like Frederick Pennell was going down to his knee, and Carney just completely blew him up.
Easy call there for the officials. Don't know if it's boarding or elbowing. But nonetheless, 2 more minutes in the box for the Owls, and the games that they've struggled in have been games, understandably, where they've been in the box a lot, and already not a great start in that department. 2 penalties already. But let's see if they can kill this one off as well. Cross ice shot right to the chest pads of Will Sloan. The shot from Kowal there.
Yeah, this is another moment where Keene kind of has the momentum. They kind of kill it a little bit by getting on this, but if they can kind of get this penalty kill again, they can kind of reset themselves up offensively.
Kowal tries to drop it back for Schaff. Kowal still with it. Back now to Cloherty. Maybe a clean look on goal. Kowal, a shot, and it probably went wide. Trickles back around, and now the Owls take it in the neutral zone. And yep, we get a whistle for an offside here against the Lancers.
Yeah, that was another good defensive shift there for Keene State. You know, obviously they did get a good opportunity, good look, but a good stop there by Sloan, deflected it up over. And they almost had a little break wiggle the other way, but just couldn't get that deep to work.
And the faceoff now coming actually in the Owls attacking zone. It'll be Philippe Jarnhell who wins it. Jarnhell, Sweden native. And cleared back out as we near about the halfway mark of this second Lancer power play. Schaff, nice clean pass up ice. Sent around there by Cloherty. Cloherty still with it, throws it across, and now a loose puck sent back in, but it got blocked. And they're going to lose possession of it. It'll go back, and now falling down there was Nuzzolillo. Owls will have a chance to regroup as they get a change. Worcester will swap out a player of their own. Final 25 seconds of this power play. Owls trying to kill it off. They get it back out near center ice. Nice pass along the boards by Boschetto, and final 10 seconds now for Worcester. If they don't get something very fast, they'll be 0 for 2 on the power play. But here's a chance. Save made by Sloan. Relatively easy there.
Yeah, another good penalty kill here for Keene State pending the 3 seconds on it, but another good offensive pressure on the penalty kill, another good looks. You know, that's kind of what you got to need to do on the penalty kill, especially where you're giving up a couple extra penalties. You know, we've had a couple of good games where they haven't had a lot of penalties, but now we're kind of starting that up again. But it's good for them to keep getting these penalty kills and keep building momentum.
Penalty, as you said, Ryan, penalty has been killed off now, but the Owls still in their own zone. Flung in, and another glove save made there. So we'll get another face-off for Keene in their own defensive zone and hopefully try to get the puck out of there. With 8:04 to go here in the first. Still no score between these two. Expected it would probably be a competitive game, and so far it's lived up to that. Back the other way, skating after it quickly there, Peter Unger. Thrown across. Still have it to the Owls. Maybe some zone time now for them. Hoffman sends it in, and a save made by Alfama, who hasn't been tested in a little bit. Back around the boards for Unger. Unger couldn't connect there, and now here come the Lancers the other direction. Back it goes to Unger at center ice. Sent around, McBride takes it. Will just flip it in from beyond the red line. Worcester back the other way. Here comes Yacht. Get a whistle again. I think we're going to have another I'm not sure. Get a face-off. Not sure what the whistle was for, though. No penalty. Maybe a hand pass. But anyway, it's won by the Lancers. Going back along the boards, Gonzalez flings it out. And Lancers are going to win the race to it. This will be an icing.
Yeah. Early on in this game, we saw a lot of offensive pressure here from Keene State, but Worcester State's kind of flipped it. I know they've had a couple power plays, but also on the even strength so far as well. They've kind of done a good job keeping the offensive pressure up after those power plays. So moving forward, you know, from Keene State, you really want to get more offensive pressure. You really need to get that puck out of your zone and kind of flip the script. You know, we only have 6 minutes left in this first period. A first period goal for either one of these teams would be so important.
Yeah, especially it feels like for Worcester, the last few minutes have been kind of dominating the chances in the zone time. Gonzalez up the other way. Drops it back. Sent in on goal. Didn't get through. They still maintain it. Jack Lindholm sends it around the boards. Owls playing it behind Alfama's goal. Now taken by Haiti. Keene State still fighting for it though, and now finally Worcester brings it clean up to the neutral zone where it's sent in and played by Sloan. McBride will dump it in as the Owls get a change. Losing his stick there was Jones, and now here they come the other way. A chance on goal on Sloan. A save made, a rebound, and they score. Worcester State strikes first tonight. 1-0 here with about 5.5 to go in the first.
Yeah, Matthew Nazulio came flying off that bench incredibly. I mean, that was fast. That was a fast skate right there. Really hard for Sloan. Sloan tried to make that original save, couldn't get it. You know, that's tough for Keene State. Tough break, especially having some of the offensive pressure here early on. They got to really find themselves and not end up reeling backwards.
And for Nuzalilo, that's his 7th of the season. It puts the Lancers up first. And we were just talking about Ryan a minute ago. Here it comes again. That time skirts back, tried to find a teammate, couldn't. We talked about just about a minute ago how important it would be for either one of these teams to get on the board. Worcester strikes. Keene going to have to come back here. Obviously a long way to go. Not even out of the first yet. Now Jarnhell comes up. Lost it for a second, and back it goes to Worcester. That one played into the netting there by Yacht, and we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, if you're Keene State, you really need to take advantage of these offensive zone face-offs. It's really hard to, you know, find yourself down one, especially when you had a lot of offensive pressure. But, you know, you can't have any more mistakes, no more of those stupid penalties, and kind of get themselves back into this game, reset themselves.
Got a quick look there at Coach Jay Punske of Worcester State in his 2nd season. 8th coach in program history. Last year, 8-18-0. So big improvement this year for the Lancers. Another shot. That one goes wide, perhaps intentionally. They almost had another goal right there. Drop back. Here's Chrysofides in on goal. A save made by Alfama. Rebound. Shot goes wide. Back for McBride. McBride sends it in. It got trickled around a couple times. Owls keep it though. Unger behind the goal. Sends it in. Tried to find Kearney. Puck being jabbed at and now covered by Alfama. We have some extracurricular activity as Kearney wraps his arm around Quigley.
Yeah, Chrysofides took an extra swipe over there at Alfama. Worcester State didn't take too kindly to that, and then, you know, just everything kind of just tumbles out of control after that. You can't really, refs have to get involved.
Yeah, it's like the one thing that sets the dominoes falling. And now we're going to have a player from each side head to the bench, or head to the box. Like roughing for each side. Saw Peter Unger go for Keene. And Carney came in there and was able to kind of separate it.
Yeah, he kind of diffused it, kind of just trying to keep things calm. You know, you don't want to lose your composure here early on, then the game just gets wildly out of control. Fans might like it. We have a pretty big packed house here tonight. They might enjoy a little extracurriculars, but I think our athletic directors probably won't enjoy it too much.
No, certainly not. Coach Rodrigo looks on.
Yeah, and especially after the WestCon fight we just saw.
Yeah, I was going to mention.
We don't want two fights in one day. You know, Marty will be working extra.
Yeah, we certainly don't need that. Yeah, tough loss for the men's basketball team. Their first conference loss at the hands of WestCon on the road, 74-73.
Yeah, that was a brutal game. You know, down by 19, coming back in, but you know, the referees didn't help them towards the end of the game. We saw a lot of questionable calls, but you just can't get yourself into a position to lose like that and then kind of blame the refs, especially when you're playing as a team that's supposed to be dominant, you know, in that division.
Yeah, no, I mean, the last few games for the Owls, we've really seen they've struggled. Going back probably to that Castleton game. And then, of course, Wednesday night, they had a win over Eastern Connecticut, but that was a very ugly game. Very well could have lost that game, 70-68. They ended up on top, but...
Yeah, but sometimes a loss is good, you know, especially as they head in towards that, you know, tournament season, LEC tournament. You know, they're the favorites. They kind of need to be knocked down a little bit, you know, knock yourself down a few notches so you can kind of build yourself back up in a way.
And so the Owls are actually going to be on a 5-minute power play, 5-minute major. So we had another penalty, and that goes to Frederick Pinnell of Worcester State. So Keene State will have the man advantage for 5 minutes, and again, a major penalty. So they can score as many times as necessary in that 5 minutes, and it will not end the penalty. They have to serve all 5 minutes of it. So that will actually bleed a little bit into the second period as well. Great chance for the Owls. Christofides, oh, and he just didn't get a clean stick on that one. But they keep possession. Sent back, and it got tipped, so it'll go back out into the neutral zone where McBride will take possession. Gonzalez with it. Christofides moving behind the goal, tried to wrap around, it didn't work. Knocked down now, but McBride not able to keep it in, so the Owls are going to have to regroup for another charge. And this is about as good an opportunity as you can look for if you're Keene. Drop back for Mazer. Christofides is open there on the left flank. Sent back around the boards. Owls going to have to come back again. So a long way to go, though, for Worcester on this penalty kill. 3.5 minutes left. The Keene's got to try to get better chances, though.
Yeah, Christofides was open on that wing. I was disappointed it didn't get that pass. He had a wide open lane. Top goal scorer for this team as well. Would have been a big goal.
Festa drops back. Now is a shot. Oh, and a great save by Alfama once again off the shot from Jones. And now Mazer skates back with it. Jones again across ice. Able to find Timanus. Timanus, loose puck sent around the boards, and again the Owls regroup at center ice with McBride. Final minute and a half of this first period. About 2.5 minutes to go. on the Owls' man advantage, and still not many clean looks. They seem to be just sending it in and having it sent back out again, and that's what happens yet again. So not a very productive power play so far. But here comes Christofides up ice. Christofides thrown in front and they score! Right as we mentioned it, Keene State ties the game up with just over 2 minutes to go on the power play. And that's Thor Hansen who ties it here on Senior Day.
Yeah, Thor Hansen's played tremendously in these past few games. Really been a staple for this offense. He's had like 5 out of his 13 points come in the last couple of games. Another great goal. Beautiful dish there by Christofides. Skated right past the neutral zone, zipped it right in. Beautiful cross, beautiful goal. Nothing really Alabama can do about that.
Hansen's 7th of the season. Both goal scorers getting their 7th so far in this one. And again, now 2 minutes left on this power play, and we're in the final minute here of period 1. So just as we talked about the Owls not having a lot of chances, Christofides comes back on the ice and helps produce that goal. Here's Taminas working into the blue, past the blue line. See if the Owls can get more than one here. Again, they're going to have probably a little over a minute of this power play bleed into the second period. Thrown in front again, Taminas, a shot. A great save made by Alfama. Owls still with it though, 20 to go. Thrown in. Goes around the boards and deflects back out. And now Mazur will skate after it. Final 10 of the first period. Mazur drops it back, sent in, didn't get through. Mazur still with it, final seconds, got one more chance, another save by Alfama, and that will be the way the first period ends. An entertaining first period it was, though. 15-8 Owls shots on goal. We end tied. We'll head to the second after about a 15-minute intermission. We'll be right back here on the Owls Media Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Laufer, and I teach in social media. We find that there are so many jobs available in social media management, in social media analytics, in public relations. Everybody is looking for someone who can do social media, who can help them create a strategy and measure whether that strategy is working. In the social media major, you'll learn how to create effective content. You'll learn how to analyze content and make sure that the goals that you're trying to reach are being met. So the new social media major is going to help students learn how to build content that's appropriate for all different types of social media, whether it's TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram. You're going to learn how to create videos, create photos, and create post content. The social media major is designed to give you a well-rounded experience that pulls from a lot of different disciplines, including business and art, computer science, and journalism. So the goal of our social media major is to give you the experience that you're going to need to go out and do social media for yourself, for small businesses, for nonprofit organizations, healthcare, journalism, whatever you're interested in.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, being a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
So when I ask students, why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the Student Center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Red Fern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you meet and the connections you make. At Keene State, our community is really about you.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
We are in a brand new state-of-the-art esports facility at Keene State College. 16 brand new PCs, broadcasting PC, coach PC, brand new equipment, headsets, mice, keyboards, custom desk pads. So it is a gamer's dream in here.
This space, I love what they've done to it. I got to see it before it got renovated into what it is now. It looks amazing. I look forward to coming here every day just to see the space and just play in this cool environment.
It was a real upgrade for me, and I think that's part of the reason I play a lot better now. Top of the line, everything, computers, chairs, monitors, headsets, everything.
We are recognized as a varsity athletic program at Keene State College, much like basketball, volleyball, baseball, what have you. We have 3 titles, 19 student athletes, 5 total coaches. We are working very hard every single day to put our program on the map.
Like I said, I do track and field also. It's, still the same level of dedication, still the same level of practice.
But it's not as active. However, it still requires a high level of skill and a high level of dedication, and giving it your all every night still applies regardless of both.
The goal for the future of this program is onward and upward every single year. Esports, being the industry that it is, continues to grow itself, and so we have the opportunity to continue pushing Keene State esports onto the forefront.
You're going to underestimate us. We've been working on this. We've got our game now. We're going to play our game, right?
Pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls. And remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department Package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
Second period of action about to commence here from Keene Ice. We are all tied up at one apiece as we get ready to start in just a few seconds. Matthew Nuzalillo, as well as Thor Hansen, the goal scorers for each side. Of course, Worcester getting on the board first. Keene State tying it with about 2.5 minutes left in the game, in the first period, and they'll have 1 minute and 2 seconds to go on that power play on that major penalty against Frederick Cannell to end the first period. So, Ryan, what do you hope to see from the Owls here in period 2?
Yeah, I mean, in the first period, you saw a lot of even strength matchups. You saw a lot of great, fights on both ends of the ice. In this period, you want to see maybe a quick goal here or, just a more offensive focus here by Keene State. They had a lot more defensive time than offensive time in that first period. They were able to manage to get a goal on the power play, which was really good, but you want to see them kind of push the pace a little bit, play their game, and make Worcester State play their game, especially here in your home ice.
Yeah, indeed, as Chrysophides weaves his way up, helped create that first goal. Another chance, and a good save there made by Alfama. Sent in on goal. Oh, Alfama didn't see it. It goes wide, though, off the deflection. Now another chance thrown in. That one goes wide. Hansen. Back it goes to him. Sends it across. McBride. Now, and Chrysophides couldn't get the clean shot off as he fell to his knees there. Sent around the boards. Sloan plays it. And that's pretty much going to kill off the penalty against Frederick Cannell. Owls only able to get 1 goal out of it in 5 minutes of a man advantage. So kind of a win there for the Lancers. Game still tied. Played now by Newhold. Gives it over to Friccioni. Scaled back out toward the blue line, but Worcester able to keep it in. Cross ice there, almost intercepted, and now it is by Newhold. Newhold tried to send it across for Cloherty. Cloherty has it now. And going against a couple Owls, has to take it away. Here's Michael Viscetto up ice. Nice pass up there from Koschel. Sent in on goal, and Alfama with the easy save. A stick went flying there at the end. And we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, and early on here, we're kind of seeing the same thing we saw in that first period, back and forth action. You don't really see one team kind of wrestling for an advantage here right now, but Keene State has this offensive zone face-off. It could be important for them to kind of make some zone time, create a little bit of more offense.
See if they can win the draw. Worcester comes away with it at the end. It was kind of a toss-up. Lancers now get it towards center ice where it's taken by Carpenter. Sent in, and that one didn't get through. Goes off the sideboards, off the deflection, sent in now again. Again, shot blocked in front by Hoffman. Now here comes Keene the other way, trying to drift his way in there with Sean Gray. Couldn't do it. Owls do keep it in the attacking zone, but now it'll be taken the other way by Worcester. Drop back. Shot on goal, and it's in! Worcester State takes the lead back off a goal from Cam Quigley. And Quigley with a sharp wrist shot puts the Lancers back in the lead.
Yeah, Will Sloan kind of had a little bit of a screen there, but that's one of those goals as a goalie. You kind of have to have that. It's your inside post. You really got to defend the inside post. You get beat on the outside. That's understandable, but you really can't be beaten, especially when the puck's in that left side. You really got to be hugging that post. So a little bit of a goalie mistake there by Will Sloan, but, you know, big momentum swing here for Worcester.
Just the second in the season for Cam Quigley, but it puts the Lancers back in the lead. So right after, not too long after Keene State tied it at the end of the first, Worcester takes the lead back. A little bit of a defensive lapse, as you mentioned there, Ryan. The Owls try to come right back. Christofides tried to weave his way in. Lancers again come away with it. Peripheral sent it along the boards. Here's Unger. Finds its way back to him. Unger still with it, tried to throw it across. Little easy save. Oh, and it's sat on there finally at the end by Alfama. Carney kind of just threw it in, but it almost found its way through.
Yeah, Alfama's been pretty sharp all night. You know, he's got 14 shots against only early on here in the second period, so he's had a lot more action than Will Sloan has had, but he's really proven himself here tonight so far.
Alfama's played terrific. Did allow that one goal, but Owls continue to pressure. Oh, what a move there. Tamanis gets through. Behind the net now. Owls still have it thrown in on goal, and that one easily covered. Officials looking to step in there, trying to separate any potential extracurricular activity before it happens. Saw a little bit of a tussle there in the first period between these two, which led to offsetting penalties. And actually, eventually, Frederick Pinnell, out of that, also went to the box, and that's what gave the Owls the advantage. Face off a little too early for both, and now Keene comes away with it. Tamanis sent wide of the goal. Now here's Yacht, sends it up, trying to find Newhold there. It got screened off by another Owl. 2-1 Lancers have the advantage here on senior night. Flung in along the boards. Kyle Gonzalez, the speedy skater, sent in there. Tried to get it to Tamanis. The shot goes just wide. Bischetto trying to avoid a turnover. Now it goes back to Worcester. Sent in, and we're going to have a whistle. Bischetto lost the stick for a moment. And this is going to be a penalty against the Lancers for slashing. It'll be 2 minutes for Newhold.
Yeah, this is a big moment here for Keene State. Throughout the season, we've kind of seen a struggle there for, you know, getting back into games when you get down. So, you know, when you get down by a goal, it's good to kind of get back into it. And that's kind of what Keene State needs to do here. Is they really, you know, should and need to get a goal here in on this power play.
Keene State took advantage of that first power play. Brigham Newhold to the box, and a save made off the wrist shot there from Christofides. So yeah, definitely, Ryan, an important moment again for Keene. They tied it initially on a power play, and now once again find themselves down. Feels like a big moment. Lancers come away with a face-off on the shorthand. Sent up the other way. Got to watch out for Nuzalillo, who's fast with his skates. We saw that with his first goal of the night for the Lancers. Now here come the Owls, though, weaving their way into past the neutral zone. And we have a whistle. I believe puck went up into the protected netting.
No, it went up into
the rafters?
Cody Porcello's back pad off the Christofides shot.
Even more interesting, certainly, than just going into the net.
Yeah, well, I couldn't see the puck. I mean, we're far away, so I was like, oh, probably, yeah. But then I see him pull it right out of his back pocket.
How often does that happen?
Guess Worcester State needs more pucks for training.
Drop back for McBride. McBride, a shot. Rattles around. Owls at least getting some decent looks so far on this man advantage. Better than that first one when they had a whole 5 minutes. Cross it goes, a shot. That one did go into the netting. And we'll have another face-off.
Yeah, Alfama's been looking really good here, especially early on here in the second period. He's faced a lot more shots, and he's really kind of answered the call here for Worcester State. You know, we talked about in the pregame the battle between the two, you know, kind of backup goalies for this team, and right now he's dominating it.
Hoffman put it around, back for Mazur. Mazur sent in on goal, and it trickles wide. Back to Mazur. One-timer shot, and it goes wide again. Off of the stick, Corey Timanis. Owls have to regroup now, 50 seconds to go on the power play. And a turnover, and now it's coming back the other way. Sloan's going to play it behind the safety of his own net. About half a minute to go on the man advantage. Keene State, time for another charge perhaps. Sent around, Hoffman trying to get the advantage. Puck still loose. Peyton Jones. Back it goes to him. Jones throws it in. Shot didn't get through. Nice job by Jones fighting for it, but now it comes back out. And this is pretty much going to kill off the penalty for Worcester. Now here comes Mazur. Mazur going against Alfama, but Alfama just able to get rid of it. Penalty has now been successfully killed by the Lancers. Sent up ice there from Koschel. Alfama using the boards there. Koschel sends it across. Owls keep it in. Jarnhell. Drop back there by Timanis. Sent in on goal, and it goes wide. Owls trying to keep possession, and it's flung up into the netting. We'll have a face-off once again. Keene State's, as you mentioned a few times, Ryan, has seen by far the better opportunities here in the second half, but don't have a goal to show for it, at least yet.
Yeah, no, they just can't keep generating them. They can't get frustrated on that attack. They just got to keep pushing.
And move it through, sent over the net there by Unger. The pressure remains, though. They can't keep it in, although they'll get it right back in the other way. Been relentless here on this pressure, and now another chance and another save by Alfama.
Yeah, I mean, they keep generating chances here, but you know, you just don't want to get yourself frustrated. You just want to keep pushing, be like, we're close, we're right on that edge. You know, one of these times Alfama's going to have to let something go. I mean, that first goal of the game was, you know, for them was a 2-on goalie. You know, he was wide open. Nothing really Alfama can do. You're just going to find that point where Alfama's not going to be able to make the saves.
Face off again, well, won by the Owls, but goes past into their own defensive zone. Jack Lindholm passes it to Chrysophides, now back on the ice. Connor Perrier, one of the seniors as well, number 10 on the ice for Keene. Lancers regroup here. And a nice hit there from Chrysophides, but a breakaway chance. Snuffed out for the moment there by Sloan. Around the boards it goes. Lancers finally turn it over, and now here comes Chrysophides. And offside against the Owls. So the face-off coming back into the neutral zone here.
Yeah, you can't really take those risks, though, for Worcester State. I mean, all it takes is another Worcester State goal, and this game kind of becomes a little more out of reach, 2-goal lead. You know, Keene State, they had that one comeback win against St. A's earlier on this year where they came back from 3 down, but you really just don't want to start digging yourself a hole, so you got to be careful on, you know, with the sloppiness and the turnovers.
Yeah, certainly don't want to get down more than one. Sloan plays it around for Hoffman. Now taken by Gonzalez. Tried to get it through there to Gray. So that was Timanus. Hoffman sends it in, probably intentionally wide of the goal. Off a little stanchion of a board there. And this is going to be, nope, no icing against the Owls. Turnover here in front of the goal, and now Worcester State has a chance. Thrown wide of the goal, and it's going to be covered by Sloan. Tried to use the boards there to set something up. Luckily, Sloan able to glove it before anything like that could happen for Worcester.
Yeah, it took a little weird bounce. Good thing for Sloan to be able to find that puck. You freeze it because it was right next to his pad, right next to that post.
And that can be a tough position to be in, especially for a defense and a goalie. Owls come away with it. Brought in here, but no offside, and now sent in. Ricochets off the back of the goal. Thought they were going to call an offside against the Lancers. They play on. Flung up into the bench, and we'll have a face-off. We're about halfway through this second period of action. Back and forth game. Keene State found themselves down early. They tied it up. Worcester now took the lead early in the second, and that's where we stand. Koschel. Boschetto nicely getting through the defense there. Owls keep it in. Oh, and turnover there as it's taken by Criffel. Criffel, cross-ice pass to Nuzzolillo, who again has good speed. Here comes Hassar. Hassar moves in, a glove save and a rebound. Good save there by Sloan. Thrown across. Too many Owls there. Flung around the boards, and now icing is the call. So Keene State will regroup here in their attacking zone.
Yeah, and this is a big moment for Keene State. You get an icing. A lot of the Worcester State players are just playing an offensive shift there, so they're all going to be kind of tired, and you get to make a little bit of a change. You need some sort of momentum swing here because Worcester State's kind of started to take this game over a little bit.
Yeah, and they have in pretty much everything. Well, they have on the scoreboard, but at least so far not a huge deficit. Timanus back along the boards for McBride. I was trying to keep up this good zone time here in the second period. Alfama, they might not have even gotten through him as it ricochets around. Lindholm up ice. Oh, almost a good connection there.
Not able to get it to Gray. Jarnhill. Gray just sends it in. Schaff gets to it. Owls keep it in the zone, and an easy glove save there once again for Donovan Alfama. That's the thing too, how well Alfama has played. Even with all the zone time the Owls have, they've got to find a way to get the puck past them.
Yeah, I mean, they've had double the shots here in this game than Worcester State has, but you got to have quality shots. You can't have just like flinging it right towards them. You know, you got to find some way to kind of get the passing going.
Oh, and there you go, right on cue. Keene State ties it up. And now we're having a discussion with Alfama and the officials. That would be Marcus Chrysofides if it stands. The team's leading goal scorer who would tie it up. How many times have we had that happen this year? Right on cue.
Yeah.
We're talking about goals, and then they happen.
And 90% of the time it's Marcus Chrysofides. You know, he's been phenomenal all year. I don't know what Alfama is looking for. I didn't really see what he wanted for a call. It seemed to slip right through his pad and into the back of the net.
Yeah, all I could think maybe you would argue for is goal interference, but as of right now, that's the 19th for Chrysofides on the season, and they're going to say no goal. So, you stand corrected. I'm not sure why they're waving it off. Only guess could be maybe goalie interference, but I really don't know.
Yeah, definitely an interesting call. I don't know. It looked like a clean shot, just like he found a kind of a corner on Alfama, slipped through the back pad.
Well, the officials now talking about it with Coach Bobby Rodriguez. So a second goal for now. Second goal taken off the board for the Owls. It would have been Chrysofides' 19th. Still getting a discussion with the officials, and again, don't know exactly why they waved it off. Sure, we'll find out after.
Yeah.
Coach Rodriguez not sure either. So nonetheless, it remains 2-1 Worcester State after the goal waved off for the Owls. But yeah, see if they can come right back.
Yeah, it's a tough break there for Keene. You know, you think you have that tying goal. Really interesting. I just really want to know what the call was.
Me too. Sent in for Unger. Another chance. Oh, and it was saved. It was saved by Alfama. I thought that was in, but now here comes Worcester the other way, and Sloan makes a save on the stick there of Newhold. Oh, what a save by Alfama. In chance in front of the goal. The puck's still loose. Keene State gets it out, but not out of the zone. Sent across. Oh, and that would have been a great chance. But luckily, Grongstad not able to get the best look at it. I don't know how Donovan Alfama stopped that one. And now drop back and a turnover, a lapse of judgment here. Sent across, taken by Carpenter. Carpenter shot, gloved that time by Sloan. And we have whistles after. I thought for sure that second one was in. But that time Alfama just robbed the goal.
Yeah, no, it looked like the Keene State guys were celebrating a little bit too. They thought it went in as well, but another great save by Alfama. I'm really just hooked on that no goal call. Looking at the replay, I had to pull my phone out and I was showing you. We didn't see any goalie interference. We didn't really see it. It was just a normal face-off and then just a flip shot and it went in. I don't know if the net was dislodged, something like that, but it really kind of seemed like a little bit of a robbery there for Keene.
Yeah, maybe the net was dislodged. I mean, that's all I can think too, because My initial thought was, like you, the goalie interference maybe, but nobody touched him.
Yeah, there was no one within 10 feet of him in front of that net.
Hansen tries to bring it in. And now flings it into the zone. Sent around the boards, but the Owls keep it in. Maybe another chance. Shot in on goal. It gets tipped. Doesn't find its way all the way through. Sent back across. House going after it. House gets absolutely pummeled, but gets back to his feet. Another shot in front of the goal. That time it's in. And Keene State has tied it just like that. So how about that? Forget that no goal. This one counts. But let's see if they reverse this one. I don't know. Probably not, but.
Yeah, no.
And it's Peyton Jones who ties the game up for Keene State.
Yeah, that was a great goal there by Peyton Jones. You know, those are the kind of goals you're going to find tonight. You know, those loose change, rebounds, something funky happening. You're not really going to get a clean shot off on Alfama, but.
And so for Jones, his second of the season. And so we saw Nuzzolillo get his 7th. We saw the Owls answer with Hansen getting his 7th. And now both players on each side have their second goal as well. That the second goal of the season for Peyton Jones. And we also saw Cam Quigley earlier for Worcester State get his second. Tie up there in the corner. And they do not reverse that one. I don't know how you could have, but.
No, if they reverse that one, you'd have to look at the DraftKings app on each of these refs' phones after the game.
Yeah, I mean. Owls keep it in. Nope. McBride couldn't. So that one will indeed count. And now we are actually tied. Thrown in again. Alfama might not have even touched him. Jarnhell. Nonetheless, we've had a good one here from Keene Ice tonight. Two teams pretty evenly matched, as we expected coming in. Good matchup for senior night. Hoffman sent in, nice pass there. Able to find an open teammate, thrown across. Couldn't connect, Hoffman sends it in. Easy pad save there for Alfama. And this one, I believe a hand pass is the call against Keene State. Both sides getting a change here in the middle of the whistle. Shots right now, 23-13 in favor of Keene. Certainly had the advantage in that category, especially here in the second period. The Owls have played a lot better. Seem a lot more alive than they did in the first. Oh, and a turnover here. Chrysofides in the corner. Drop back. Oh, trying to find Unger there was Brian Koschel. Just couldn't connect. Owls back the other way. Sent in along the boards. No icing as it was tipped. Oh, and a collision there with Alfama. He did get rid of it. Sent in again. Unger off the side of the goal. One of the better looks Keene State's had. They can't clear it out. Taken by Unger. Fought for in the corner. The Lancers come away with it. Koschel tried to poke it away from Cloherty. Cloherty wins it back. Tried to send it in. It hit off the skate of Ryan Koschel. And now the other way. Here comes Tamanis. Tamanis tried to weave his way through. Couldn't do it. Oh, a turnover there from Perrier to Cloherty. Cloherty moves in. Saved by Sloan. Puck loose. And Worcester State takes the lead back. Back and forth we go here. In the second period, the Lancers are back on top thanks to Matt Kowal.
Yeah, and that's kind of another one of those saves like I talked about earlier on. You know, you got to have that bounce out of your glove, sits right in front of your crease, and then you just let yourself get backed into the goal with the puck. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what Bobby Rodrigue does for the third period, you know, depending on the goalie situation. We've seen him pull struggling goalies entering that third period. It helped against St. A's. That's what got them the win. So we'll have to see if he sticks it out with Sloan or if he, you know, goes to another option.
Yeah, it might be certainly a thought to consider here after this period. Still 3 minutes left, but Matthew Kowal, third goal of the season. And the Lancers, just like that, are back on top. Well, this back and forth continues, and now offside against the Owls.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Owls. You get back, you have a little more of a lively feel, and that kind of a weird, kind of funky goal happens. That's really tough. You don't want to be down going to the third period. They have been down this year. They've proven they can win going down, but they have struggled a little bit coming back in that third period.
Toss up there on the face-off. Into the corner it goes. Friccione battling against Festa. It goes back to the neutral zone. Tried to send it through there, did Hoffman. Ticking down to 2.5 to go in the second. It's been again a tight period. Criffrell moves in and easy offside there against the Lancers. So we'll see what the Owls can do here in the final 2.5 minutes.
No, it looks like we're going to go on the power play here. Sterling Nash had a big hit in the corner on, I couldn't see who it was, but we had an Owl kind of shakily go back to the bench. So now this is a big chance for Keene State to end the period with a goal, tie it up, restart the game, and have one more period of action to go.
Yeah, sorry, Ryan, I missed that. So Nash goes to the bench. And we'll have another Owls power play. So far on the night, 1 for 3 in the man advantage. They get the face-off on, it just goes through the legs of McBride. Couldn't cleanly handle it. They'll get back on side, though. Tried to send it through to Gonzalez, couldn't do it. Lancers just biding time now and dump it in. Might have a chance here. Sloan plays it back, and it's taken on the shorthand by Gronkstad. Gronkstad against 3 Owls. Somehow wins the race to the puck. Gets loose in front of the goal. My goodness. Not good play at all by Keene. And somehow Sloan is able to keep it out. We almost had a 4-2 Lancer advantage on the shorthand. Here comes Gonzalez. This just seems like another power play where Keene has struggled to get much going. They move it in now, though, finally, with about a minute gone from it. In on goal. Behind the net, drop back. Hansen with a shot. Big, juicy rebound. Around the boards it goes, but Hansen's right there to play it and keep it in. McBride, now a shot. Up into the netting, it looked like, and we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, I mean, good offensive pressure now, but you burned the whole entire minute just, you know, competing in your own zone on a shorthand. You know, Worcester State almost had a goal on Sloan. Bad mismanaging of that puck out front again. You know, luckily he was able to recover himself, but, you know, then you got the bad rebounding, and then they tried to clear it out, and the Worcester State guy was right there waiting for him.
Yeah, you just can't have that. It's thrown back in. Puck loose, they tie it up again! Keene State continues the back and forth affair tonight, and it's Luke Festa who ties things back up on the power play at 3.
Yeah, great opportunity, great look right there for Luke Festa. You know, buried it away, and that's exactly what you needed to do here if you were Keene State going into that third period. Now you guys have a tie game, and now, you know, this game kind of resets. You know, you got one period of action. Whoever takes it will take it, you know.
And they take advantage of the mistake from Sterling Nash to give him a power play. And just like that, once again, we're even at 3. 2 goals apiece for each side this second period. It's been fun to watch, especially if you love offense. This has been your game. Final minute here, 45 and change to play. Owls back in their own zone. And with how kind of back and forth it's been, Keene State got to be wary here as well in the final minute, especially now a face-off going to be coming in their own zone.
Yeah, both teams, I think, well, I mean, especially Keene State being in their own end, they're going to try to look to just get this game to the locker room, reset themselves. They kind of had an up and down kind of period, a little inconsistency. Worcester State's going to be very aggressive here, though, kind of empty the tank here in this period.
Yeah, and why not? In the final minute, right after Keene just tied it, Mazer, they wanted a trip, but he went down on his own. They're not going to call it anyway. House moves it up. House moving through the zone, under 20 to play, but maybe another chance here for Keene. Back to Koschel. Clock down to 10 seconds. Thrown in on goal by Jarnell, and an easy save made there as Alfama was able to see it all the way. 7.6 to go in period 2.
Yeah, good job getting that puck out of the defensive zone, progress to offense. Got 7 seconds, run a little play if you can win this face-off and try to get something on goal for the Owls.
Winning this draw will indeed be important, as Chase Carney will take in on Keene's side. He's got McBride right behind him. To his left. It's like Thor Hansen tried to send it through. The Owls do get the face-off, but doesn't look like much is going to come of it. And that is the way the second period ends. But an entertaining second period it was. 2 goals apiece for each side. A back-and-forth affair. And we are headed tied to the third period. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes on the Owls Media Network.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my Jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my Jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
I'm very ambitious. I like to push myself to do the best that I can possibly do, and I would say that I'm a very outgoing person, and I definitely like to think outside of the box and meet new people and kind of push my own boundaries. I'm involved in student government, pre-law society, I've been an orientation leader, a community assistant, I'm involved in Greek life, I was involved in the Panhellenic Council and some other organizations as well. I would say that I would connect being ambitious with the amount of involvement that I pursue. I'm someone that likes to be really busy, and the unique part of being a student at Keene State College is I've had the opportunity to be part of so many organizations. It's been a really incredible experience. I chose to get involved in all those different areas on campus because it's helped me become a better student. I think when you're really involved in your community and you're an involved student, you're able to become more interested in what you're learning about in class and make better connections with the students that are in class with you. The ways that I have made an impact on campus is that I've started some diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. I was the first Vice President of Equity and Belonging for Delta Phi Epsilon and the first Vice President of Equity and Diversity for the Panhellenic Council. So being able to spearhead those 2 positions and start some new activity on campus has been a really wonderful experience. I would say I'm personally passionate about many different human rights issues, specifically in Latin America. My family is from Latin America, so I firsthand have been able to experience some things that are going on in Latin America that I was not able to fully learn about and research until I came to college. Coming to Keene State College, I've learned that I love learning about issues that are happening across the world, and it's an opportunity that I was not able to have in high school, as well as the opportunity to learn about topics that are happening not only in the United States, from professors that have experience in other countries around the world, which is a very unique experience. This past summer, I did the Washington Center internship through the Global Education Office, and I was able to spend a semester in Washington, D.C., and I worked for the Hispanic Association on Corporate Responsibility, where I created diversity, equity, and inclusion training for Fortune 500 companies. That was an absolutely amazing experience. I got to learn more about my passion about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and education as well, which is a topic that's really intertwined with Holocaust and genocide studies. And I also got to spend time to do research into topics that I'm interested in, which is something that's very unique about the Holocaust and genocide studies program.
My name is Wei Liu, and I am the professor of computer science here at Keene State College. Cybersecurity has a pretty high demand in the job market. It's gonna have a variety of career paths. So graduating in cybersecurity, they can be employed by government agencies, private corporations, and non-profit organizations. Cybersecurity is really a field with constantly emerging new technologies. So students keep learning new stuff and adapt to new technologies to solve the problems. Cyber attacks has become more and more common. The students in this field, they can help to protect the individuals and organizations, or even national security against the cyber threats in the cyberspace. So they can make some positive impact in our society. After students graduate in a major of cybersecurity from Keene State College, and the job work they can do is, for example, they can do information security analysis, and they can do the cybersecurity auditor, and they can do secure software developer, and also they can do some penetration tester work. So so all of this is about cybersecurity because it's actually used everywhere and in any working space. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Laufer, and I teach in social media. We find that there are so many jobs available in social media management, in social media analytics, in public relations. Everybody is looking for someone who can do social media, who can help them create a strategy and measure whether that strategy is working. In the social media major, you'll learn how to create effective content. You'll learn how to analyze content and make sure that the goals that you're trying to reach are being met. So the new social media major is going to help students learn how to build content that's appropriate for all different types of social media, whether it's TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram. You're going to learn how to create videos, create photos, and create post content. The social media major is designed to give you a well-rounded experience that pulls from a lot of different disciplines, including business and art, computer science, and journalism. So the goal of our social media major is to give you the experience that you're going to need to go out and do social media for yourself, for small businesses, for nonprofit organizations, healthcare, journalism, whatever you're interested in.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College athletic program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls, and remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department Package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. The memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the place. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is a teacher under pressure, now we blessed. Yeah, it's one all, one shot, now the future is yours. Let's go.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
We're empowering your unique voice.
Igniting potential and possibility.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
Because Keene State becomes home from day one. Come find your people and enjoy live music, art, coffee, thrifting, and did we mention the food? And if you're worried about what there is to do on the weekend, just look at this.
Everything we do here is about community.
Because we're a community of intense learners
with extraordinary hearts
that raise each other up.
We are fueled by each other's successes,
learning outside the classroom as well as in.
And we're here to provide the guidance and support you need to succeed.
All right, let's get hands-on.
In the lab, in the studio,
in the pool,
on the dance floor,
on the stage.
The choices are yours, the opportunities are here.
Here at Keene State College, we're focused on teaching students the skills for an ever-changing world.
I'm ready to tackle problems with industry-ready skills.
You'll get a resume that writes itself and
a paycheck that earns
elevated confidence,
world-class courage,
and we never stop learning.
True learning takes collaboration.
We explore what drives our passions,
celebrate our individual voices,
and spark possibility together.
Every single student, every single day.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
New Car has over 1,700 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection of inventory in New Hampshire. New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. With a selection of over 30 brands, New Car has exactly what you need across the Granite State. Find your new car from any of New Car's family of dealerships throughout the Northeast and get it shipped to New Car Nissan of Keene for free. Plus, we'll deliver your new car right to your door. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Fenton Family Dealerships, the Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them.
The decisive period, the third period coming right up as both sides about set to take the face-off. Should be an exciting finish. It's already been an exciting game, 3-3. Especially that second period, a couple goals apiece. Face-off won by the Lancers, and we're underway in period 3. Potentially the last period we'll play today, but we'll see. Keene State trying to, of course, go to 11-10-1 overall in the season and finish out their home season at 7-3-0. Nice interception there by the Owls, and here they come the other way. It was Mazer who got the stick on it and sent in, and it's gloved by Alfama. So Luke Festa indeed does get that third goal. There was a bit of dispute for a little bit. It was initially actually marked as Sean Hoffman, but in the middle of that period, they did announce that Festa does get the goal. Face-off won here by the Owls. McBride, nice pass into Chrysophides, tried to shoot it, didn't have a clean lane. Chrysophides with his fast skates goes after it. Good pressure here by the Owls, and they keep it in. McBride sends it hard around the boards. It finds its way to Unger. Unger still has it. Trying to weave his way in and has it taken away there by Howanitz. And now here comes Carpenter the other way, but he loses it. Back to Howanitz, a shot. The save made. Another puck thrown in again. It trickles around, and finally it's gloved by Sloan. We had a punch thrown there at the end, and Howanitz went down to the ground.
Yeah, it was a sell job. That was an absolute sell job right there. I know it wasn't right to punch him. I know McBride's going to go to the box, but that was a Brad Marchand type of flail flop right there to take. You know, I'll give him credit. It's a ratty move. It's smart, though. It's smart. Now you're on the power play, but yeah, that was a complete flop.
Yeah. So now the Owls are shorthanded just like that as Sean McBride does go to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Thrown in on goal, didn't get through, and cleared back now by Keene. Alfama just plays it. Nobody home, and it finds its way to Bischetto. Now here on the shorthand, here's Festa. Drop back to the boards in the neutral zone. Mazer will just fling it along. Stopped there and had to be careful. To Alfama. Cloherty. Pass up there to Matt Kowal. Sent in on goal and a collision, and the net comes dislodged. That was a big hit there for Brian Cloherty. Going right into the right post.
Yeah, I think it's the first time all season we've actually seen the net dislodged for a reason, not just like a little tick. That was a real collision right there. That was something real.
Yeah, that was an actual impact. Not a flimsy net coming dislodged situation like we've had so often this year. It's got to get tiring at times. Oh, and down goes Alfama, but luckily his teammate right there, and Nuzzolillo actually had a little slip too. Nuzzolillo also went down. Mike Collette was right behind him, but he fell on his own. Say the officials. Puck goes through. That was Sterling Nash with a chance. Nash had the penalty that gave the Owls a power play that tied it up late in the second. Where we're at right now. They're thrown across and a great save. Another chance and another great save made by Will Sloan. Nuzzolillo back after it. Under half a minute to go here on the power play. Keene State trying to get a big kill here. They're trying to get a win on senior night, more importantly, to close out the home season. Sent back across Haiti. Haiti weaves his way through. A couple Owls fall down. Another Owl goes down. Now a clean look on goal, and a save is made.
Yeah, that was a great penalty kill there for the Owls, but especially for Will Sloan. He had a couple pretty good saves, one of them off a rebound as well. He was able to swing himself over to the left, so he's really cleaned himself up here in the third period. He's done a really good job, and he helped him kill off that penalty kill.
Yeah, that was a great save, Ryan. When he came across there, I didn't think he was going to be able to. That one goes into the netting. I didn't think he was going to be able to. I mean, you see goals scored a lot on those types of situations. Just, it's tough for the goalie to kind of defend two players at once. We get that good cross pass. But he was able to stop it with the pads. We remain tied, and now coming through the other way, it's Gonzalez. Couldn't handle it cleanly at first, and now turns it over. Hoanitz sent in, goes wide of the goal, and another rebound chance, and that time they put it in. It was a setup, and it worked to perfection. We have some extracurricular activity going on after it, but Martin Dlugolinski puts it in the goal, and I'm sorry, that's a tough last name.
Yeah, that's another tough look there for Sloan. He kind of seemed a little lost out of the net. He seemed to be he was on that right side when the puck was on that left side, so wide open shot there for Dlugolinski. But now if you're the Owls, you're playing from behind the whole game. You know how to get back in this game, but you got to really empty the tank here, really push in this final few minutes.
So Dlugolinski gets the goal, and Worcester back in front. We've said that already a few times tonight. The Owls, though, have been able to usually find an answer. But once again, they find themselves trailing. 6th on the season, as you see right now. And that time it was a perfect setup with the shot intentionally wide there from Hoanowitz. Now another chance. Puck goes all the way up into the rafters, and we have a whistle. came back down eventually.
Yeah, tonight's been a series of tough breaks here for Keene State. Definitely just not kind of the way the pucks bounced tonight is in any direction for Keene.
Sent in and deflected into the netting there. Another face-off coming. But yeah, the puck definitely times has not bounced the Owls' way. They have outshot the Lancers 26-20. But right now, nothing to show for it, at least in the scoring column. Kearney takes it over. The Owls get it back. Koschel tried to send it through. Puck found its way through, and the shot goes wide. But Keene keeps it in. Thrown in and on the goal again. A rebound chance. Oh, and it's flung high by Kearney. Thrown in across again. That was Unger who got a stick on it. Save made. Keene keeping the pressure off. Koschel, one-time chance. They can't make it happen. Drop back again. Koschel, that time did get through. Another chance. Oh, and a great save once again by Alfama. And some more pushing and shoving after. Officials will separate that.
Yeah, that was a great offensive shift there for Keene. I know you didn't get a goal out of it, but you found a lot of weaknesses in that Worcester State defense right there. And moving forward, you can definitely, keep the pressure up. You'll have that offensive zone face-off. It's going to be important for you to win them, though. They've kind of struggled to win those offensive zone face-offs all night. It's been difficult, for them to keep that puck in that offensive zone, but that was a great shift there for the Keene State Owls.
Yeah, and to your point, Ryan, winning this face-off will be big. Keep that momentum up, and indeed they do. Back across, sent in, didn't get through cleanly, and now taken by Yacht. Behind his own goal. So plenty of time here to go in the third period. No icing as they win the race in on goal, and what a save by Sloan.
Yeah, it was Nizzolio again.
Yeah, he's been a problem for the Owls to defend. Already a goal tonight. Just with that speed. Thrown intentionally wide there. More of a pass. We get a whistle now. And a stoppage. The net game dislodged again. I think they're tending to it right now. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about this building, but those nets.
You got to drill a deeper hole, get a bigger peg or something. I don't know. It's just easy to pop out.
I guess you could just drill it into the ice and just leave it. Chance again for the Lancers. A shot. Oh, and it goes wide of the net. Huge hit there on Sean Hoffman. He gets back to his skates. Comes Keene the other way. They're looking to create pressure. Busquetto is shoved down there by Haiti. Busquetto back after it, and he lays a haymaker. That time on Carpenter. McBride drops back for Festa. Festa will come off to the bench. Owls get a little change. Battled for in the back corner. Keene State once again finds themselves down a goal. Sent in, another chance. A shot on Sloan. Sloan got knocked out of the way, but he's able to make the save, and now here comes Keene. Trying to weave his way in. Oh, good defense played there by Cloherty against Gray. Owls keep it in, though. Shot in on goal. Didn't get through off of Gray. Keene flings it along the backboards. Declan House racing after it. Flung around. It gets past to Manus, and now taken by Koschel. Keene regroups. Nice pass here along the boards. Drop back in for Timanus. Timanus across. Oh, and what a save! And they score! Oh, but the puck, the the net team dislodged again. Unless something else, they don't count it.
Yeah, I think they're going to get him for goalie interference.
Goalie interference, yes. They're just killer right there. Coach Rodriguez, you see, not happy. Actually, I don't know. I mean, nobody's going to the bench on Keene or to the box. Yeah, I guess if they said it was interfered with, but wouldn't that usually be a penalty?
No, they would just be no goal.
So no goal. Tamena sent in again. They do get it back. Oh, and a turnover in front of the goal. And we have another whistle, and Worcester will be going to the power play as we got a trip. Owls are shorthanded once again. Corey Tamenis takes his place in the box.
Yeah, Coach Rodriguez not happy there. That looked like a clean pickpocket right there.
Yeah, you read the lips there.
Yeah, we've had some questionable reffing here, and I did talk to some of the people down on the ice. That goal that was called back to go underneath the goal.
Huh.
I didn't see it like that. I looked at the replay. Looked like it went clean through, so I don't know. It's just been a tough night here for Keene State. They've been kind of fighting against all odds.
So once again, you could see that Bobby Rodriguez was not happy at all with that call. Very well might have been a clean pickpocket, but the call does go against Keene, and now they're on a penalty kill once again. That'll be just clear the length of the ice. Alfama just discards it. And not what you need for Keene State now, trying to be on a penalty kill, especially when you're trying to even this game up. Got to worry about falling behind by more than a goal now. Good awareness there from Mazer. Sent along the boards, back the other way. Cam Quigley, one of the goal scorers tonight for the Lancers. Chase Carney going after it on the shorthand. Owls trying to create some pressure. But will have to get back, and now they do. Peripheral. Moves his way in. Brought back for Nuzzolillo. Nuzzolillo, one-time shot, and a great save by Sloan. Able to rob Newholt.
Yeah, if you're Keene State, you just want to get these 46 seconds kind of out of the way. Do your best to just clear it out, kind of regroup yourself. As a team, it's just been kind of a rough, bumpy period here. You know, a goal allowed, and then, you know, an almost goal that called back. The second goal of the night that got called back for Keene.
Then they had the call there on Corey Tamenis that may have been questionable as well. The reason they're on this penalty kill right now, Schaff behind his own goal. Pescetto tried to poke it away, but couldn't do it. Up ice, here's another chance. Newholt sends it wide. But turned over here, and here's Festa. Tried to get it back to Pescetto, couldn't connect. Pescetto, though, still fighting for it and wins it back. Nicely done. Sent in now. A chance, and he scores! Oh, the shorthand! Second goal of the night for Luke Festa. And we are tied once again. Oh my goodness, what a goal.
Yeah, that's an awesome goal there for Keene State. You get to catch a bad break on that call. You get a shorthanded goal. Great pass there. You know, awesome pass from Pescetto over, just flipped it over 3 Worcester State defenders. Wide open in front of the net. Awesome to put it away. And that's really important for Keene State. Now you have a shorthanded goal to your momentum, so you kind of start to sway, kill off the last 7 seconds, get back into this game.
Tie up on the face-off. The Lancers come away with it. Penalty is killed off. Crowd starting to get back into it. And we're halfway through this third period. 1 goal for each side. Luke Festa, though, with his second of the night on the shorthand, ties it up. And now here's Tamenis. Tamenis weaves his way in. Oh, and a save there by Alfama. Tomatis able to keep it in the zone. Try to drop it back. Sent along by Koschel. Tried to find its way back to House. Couldn't do it. Flung on in there by Hoenitz. And we're going to get an icing. Or actually, delay a game, I believe. And a face-off will come for Keene in their attacking zone. A tie-up on the face-off and a whistle. So we'll do it again. Carney tries to win the draw. Crisafidis threw one wide. Back around it goes. Shot got blocked, and it comes back the other way. What a game it's been, though. Back and forth all night. Keene has never led, though, so far. Carney now shoots it. Save made, and it goes into the netting.
Yeah, this is going to be a great final 9 minutes here. I wouldn't be surprised either if this game ends up going to overtime. These teams have been neck and neck. I mean, you look at the standings, they're neck and neck. You look at their matchups, they're neck and neck. Goals, everything's kind of close. These teams are very identical in a lot of ways.
Yeah, whoever chose with the schedule did a good job. Especially having it on senior night. Usually want that to be a good matchup.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's certainly been that way tonight. Keene State, though, as mentioned just a minute ago, is to this point not led. They've been chasing the Lancers all night, but they've once again tied it. And looking for potentially another comeback win if they can take the lead here in the third. But the Lancers have the win on their minds as well. Trying to regain the advantage. Flung on up. It gets through. Collette not able to connect there on the pass. Nuzzolillo again with that speed's been tough to guard all night. It's been a pest for this Owls team. Fuccione sends it in. Got tipped, so no icing. Oh, and a big hit there in the corner. Clean open ice into the boards. But good to see Hoenitz get back to his feet. Sent along into the neutral zone. Owls trying to create a turnover. It finds its way now to Matt Kowal, who has a goal tonight. Tomatis try to fling it in. Again, another turnover, and now here comes Grongstad. Grongstad in. Save made by Sloan. And he gets some credit from behind, and we have some more pushing and shoving. That was Kowal and a couple Owls officials separating it. Things have gotten dicey between these two tonight.
Yeah, it's been a competitive game all night. You know, you see a lot of opportunities on both ends of the ice. You know, they've kind of gotten a little frisky with the goalies, a little bit of, you know, stopping in front of them, blowing some ice, taking some extra shots at the goalie, you know, whacking the stick on their pads. Like, it's just going to get physical. It's been a good competitive game. Thankfully, it hasn't gone out of hand too far yet, but, you know, that's kind of what you're going to see when these two teams are very dead even and they just want to fight and they want to compete.
Yeah, you get that competitive energy in the air, and you see a lot of it. But the officials have done a good job at keeping it under wraps, not letting things get too out of hand. And now Gonzalez tried the cross pass, couldn't make it happen. But a turnover in front. Gonzalez tried to send it back in. And now Newhold going for the puck, taken by Koschel. Owls win clean possession and now sent into the neutral zone. Drop back in for Newhold. Newhold sends it in. Puck still loose in front of the goal. And the net off its hinges again. That time it was actually bumped into, though. So we have a legitimate dislodge.
Yeah, I won't lose my cool this time around. But that was another good save by Will Sloan here in the later parts of this period. He's done a good job kind of managing the game, you know, as the game's gone on. He struggled a little bit on some rebounds and some positioning, but overall, especially in this third period, he's kind of kept Keene State around in this game.
Yeah, two guys who had not seen a lot of starts getting the nod in goal tonight. Donovan Alfama and Will Sloan. Sloan was a member of the club team last year, or has been in the past, not just last year. So a guy that coming into the year, Coach Rodriguez knew very well. Nash with a shot. Goes into the netting. Have another face-off. .640 to go here in the third period. See if we see any more goals or if we'll get overtime. Owls now come away with it. Still in their own zone, though. Avoid any turnovers. McBride sends it back up toward the neutral zone. Trying to race for it now is Peyton Jones, who has one of the Owls' goals tonight. Back it goes. Inside, a chance. Sent in. Oh, and what a save by Alfama. A nasty turnover there for Worcester in front of the goal, and it almost cost them the lead, or the tie. And now here comes Christofides. Christofides, a shot. Oh, he's wrapped. Tries to wrap around. And he scores! Keene State takes the lead for the first time tonight. Peter Unger makes it happen.
Yeah, what a great move by Christofides. Fake shot, wrap around, and then Unger picking up the loose change there. And now Worcester State's the one that has to deal with the momentum swing in a different direction here for Keene State. Now you got to hold on, get out of here with a good win.
Still just under 6 minutes left, but Keene State has taken their first lead tonight. We'll see if they can hold on. And a tie up there between the two 17s, Christofides and Matt Kowal. Sent around the boards there from Sloan. Still a lot of time to go here, though, in the third. Flung up, and it hits the rafters once again. I feel like this is like Tropicana Field in baseball when the ball hits the catwalk.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a low ceiling. We don't really have much of a curve. Usually you see some arenas have that bend and kind of reaches more higher to the sky, but here we're straight flat here at Keene.
Interesting, another shot. That one didn't get through. It got blocked and goes all the way back out to center ice. No icing, as it was past the red line. And this one deflected again, so no icing that time on Keene State. And now here comes Worcester the other way. It's Howanowitz. Back it goes to Nuzzolillo, battling for it, and the Owls come away with it. Good defense there from Kearney. Kearney and Nuzzolillo, and now Kearney threw a punch there at the end. Actually, that was Perrier. But we play on. A little bit of a tussle at the end. Sent wide of the goal there intentionally by Quigley, trying to set up some offense, and we get a stoppage here. And a face-off will come in the Keene State zone. But Peter Unger, as you see right now, goal number 8 of the season. Gotten to have him on a few times here in the post-game interviews. On a turnover here for the Lancers, sent in again. Pad save made though. Now here comes Cloherty the other way. Cloherty sends it in and goes down at the end. Both players crashing into the boards. Ticking down, 4 minutes left here in the third on senior night. Keene State trying to hold on and earn their 11th win of the season. Flung up for Festa. It's been back and forth the whole night. But until this third period, Keene State has not held an advantage. But trying to finish it off that way. Drop back, a shot, nice save made by Sloan, and he'll get some love from the fans behind him.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see here what Worcester State chooses to do. You got 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, but you know, every team's different when it comes to pulling their goalie, calling a timeout, something like that. It'll be interesting to see what they kind of draw up here towards the end of the game.
The other way, Unger with speed on his skates, sends it wide of the goal. Carney sends it in, that one also wide. Kept in though by Hoffman. Fighting for it. Mazer able to keep it inside the blue line, and now so does Chrysofides. Sends it back behind the goal. Maybe that's what you got to do too for Keene State. Just keep up the offensive pressure here in these final minutes. Play aggressive, and they get a turnover out of it. Unger trying to send it across, nobody home. It was a good idea to try to set it up for somebody in front of the goal, but nobody available. And now here's Peripheral, flips it in. Handled there by the glove of Koschel, and now Gray up the ice. Gray back for Koschel. It got tipped and it goes off the post. Thrown in again, and the net dislodged. The save made anyway though by Alfama.
Yeah, great job by Keene State, kind of getting some more offensive pressure. You'd kind of think they would be dropping more, playing more conservative and defensively, but you know, they almost just had another goal, almost put this game to bed here with 2 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, and that's a good way of putting it, Ryan. I mean, you don't want to allow Worcester with any significant opportunities. I mean, especially if they pull the goalie, they're going to have that extra skater. So maybe not, you know, try to put that off for as long as you can.
Yeah, no, I mean, Worcester State, you're going to start seeing them probably, you know, empty that tank here in the final couple of minutes. You know, leave everything out there. You know, once they get the puck out, they'll potentially pull the goalie.
And now a charge the other way. Nuzzolillo moves his way through. Tried to send it across with good defense there. Keene able to get a player in front and block the pass. Goalie to the bench. An extra attacker on the ice. Donovan Alfama finds his way to the Worcester sideline. Back across. Here's that final charge. Thrown in on goal, and it gets tipped wide of the goal. And now this one goes, I think, into the Keene bench or into the netting, and we'll have a face-off with 1.5 minutes left. Keene trying to hold on to earn win number 11 and finish with a 7-3 record at home in their first season in a long time, since the 1980s. And we're getting a timeout right here, I believe from Worcester State. So Coach Punske will talk it over. And an opportunity now for Coach Rodriguez as well to meet with his team and how they want to defend this final 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, really, you just kind of want to set up a base. Worcester State's going to try to look for a lot of opportunities off the face-off. But if you're Keene State, you know, just kind of try to manage it and don't, you know, keep trying to ice that puck. I know you're going to have to be tired, but just try to keep getting it out, keep making those stops. You know, Worcester State's going to be looking for those cross-ice passes, and when you have 5 guys out on the ice, it's a lot harder to do than 4. So really what you're going to try to do is you're just going to try to like sit down, lay down, get in front of whatever you can, kind of block it off and just disrupt every play. And then potentially if they can find their way, they can find their way to an empty netter to put it away.
So face-off, of course, out of the timeout will be in Keene State's zone. You get a look at the crowd on hand, still a fairly good one. Past 7 o'clock Eastern time, and see if Keene can put it away. If they can get an opportunity here with that empty net. But of course, as Ryan mentioned, it's going to be go, go, go for the Lancers here in the final minute and a half. Keene State comes away with it. They can't clear it out of the zone, and it finds its way into the netting. So another face-off. It's going to be important for the Owls to win this draw here. Last time, kind of a toss-up. It goes back again. Kind of a fight for the puck. Also not the worst thing for Keene State, though, trying to wind down the time. Sent in, a goal, and they do it! How about that? A long empty net goal from Corey Tamanis is going to put the game to bed. And the senior gets the goal on senior night.
Yeah, you can't really break down a play like that. That's just a real, flick up in the air kind of a play, but what a shot. And, now you can start to feel it if you're Keene State. Another win here, pending the 1 minute, but awesome game, awesome goal by Taminas. This, final game here at Keene Ice.
Yeah, and that should likely, obviously still a minute left, but should wrap up this game with a win for Keene State. They've outscored the Lancers 3-1 in this period since falling behind by a goal. They fell behind 4-3 here early in the third, but have answered right back. Final 30 seconds just about. We're going to get an icing against Keene. So with the win, it would improve to over 500, 11-10-1. And that would also be their 4th win in a row, as they'll head to Misericordia University next week over in Pennsylvania, not far from the Scranton and Wilkes-Barre area. But certainly with all the momentum at their backs right now. Poked away there by Sloan. Carney, the puck still being jarred for. After kind of rough moments at times, would suspect this will be a win that Coach Rodrigue will be very happy with, especially for his seniors on this team. Final seconds tick away. Keene State has done it. 4 straight wins. They get it done tonight on senior night over Worcester State by a final of 6-4. And a nice comeback in the third period. They played from behind all night, but they get it done in the end. And they finish this season 7-3 at Keene Ice. Now, how about that game, Ryan?
Awesome game, awesome. You can stick around long enough, you'll be able to kind of get a winner. That's exactly what Keene State did. They never fell down by more than 1 goal. Every single time Worcester State scored, they answered right back, and that's what you have to do when, you're facing adversity. And, the other thing was they had bad penalties in that first period, but they avoided them in the second.
Absolutely, and as always, we'll have Coach Rodrigue, and with the win tonight, we'll have a player on as well. Stay tuned. We'll be right back in a few moments on the Owls Media Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Laufer. and I teach in social media. We find that there are so many jobs available in social media management, in social media analytics, in public relations. Everybody is looking for someone who can do social media, who can help them create a strategy and measure whether that strategy is working. In the social media major, you'll learn how to create effective content. You'll learn how to analyze content and make sure that the goals that you're trying to reach are being met. So the new social media major is going to help students learn how to build content that's appropriate for all different types of social media, whether it's TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram. You're going to learn how to create videos, create photos, and create post content. The social media major is designed to give you a well-rounded experience that pulls from a lot of different disciplines, including business and art, computer science, and journalism. So the goal of our social media major is to give you the experience that you're going to need to go out and do social media for yourself, for small businesses, for nonprofit organizations, healthcare, journalism, whatever you're interested in.
From a few too many fake friends. I wake up in the afternoon and do it all again. Yeah, I punched a man on his wedding night. I'm still trying to figure out how to apologize. I learned the morning light can't fix nothing anyway, so I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days. I spend all my money on a pack of cigarettes for a lady that I love with a name I forget. And I learned the morning light can't fix nothing anyway, so I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days. From a few too many fake friends. I wake up in the afternoon and do it all again. Yeah, I punched a man on his wedding night. I'm still trying to figure out how to apologize. I learned the morning light can't fix nothing anyway, so I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days. can't fix nothing anyway. So I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days. Too many favors from a few too many fake friends. I wake up in the afternoon and do it all again. Yeah, I punched a man on his wedding night. I'm still trying to figure out how to apologize. I left the morning light, can't fix nothing anyway. So I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days. I spend all my money on a pack of cigarettes for a lady that I love with a name I forget. And I learned the morning light can't fix nothing anyway. So I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days.
My name is Wei Liu, and I am the professor of computer science here at Keene State College. Cybersecurity has a pretty high demand in the job market. It's gonna have a variety of career paths. So graduating in cybersecurity, they can be employed by government agencies, private corporations, and non-profit organizations. Cybersecurity is really a field with constantly emerging new technologies. So students keep learning new stuff and adapt to new technologies to solve the problems. Cyber attacks has become more and more common. The students in this field, they can help to protect the individuals and organizations or even national security against cyber threats in cyberspace. So they can make some positive impact in our society. After students graduate in a major of cybersecurity from Keene State College, and the job work they can do is, for example, they can do information security analysis, and they can do the cybersecurity auditor, and they can do secure software developer, and also they can do some penetration tester work. So so all of this is about cybersecurity because it's actually used everywhere and in any working space. Yeah.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College athletic program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls, and remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State Area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty on no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department Package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
We are here now with Corey Tamanis, one of the seniors here tonight in this senior night win for Keene State, and you got a goal tonight on senior night. How did that feel?
It felt great because I was on there for a few against, so it was nice to get one back.
And you got, go ahead, Ryan.
Sorry, yeah. You guys struggled to get back in the game all night. You guys were down a goal, back a goal. What did you guys do to keep preparing yourselves to move forward and keep getting those goals back into the game?
Yeah, every time we got one back on them, they just got another. We were always chasing the whole game, but we just stayed persistent and trusted our systems and just kept working the whole game.
You guys now have 4 wins in a row, and you finished the home season at 7-3. How much of that is a testament to kind of the environment here at Keene Ice?
Yeah, we get treated great here, so thanks to Bobby. He really puts us first for everything. So it's
awesome.
amazing.
And one more question for you. You guys have 2 more games left in the season. You're heading down, doing that little doubleheader down in Pennsylvania. What do you want to see out of the team, as you leave as a senior, like ending the season and moving on?
We're hot, so I want to stay hot. Just finish it out.
Yeah.
Finish it out on this run we're having. So
awesome. Thank you so much for your
of
time.
Course.
We
Thank you
appreciate
guys.
Thank you. Yeah, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
Our campus can be pretty quiet during the summer, but we're still here to show you what your life at Keene State will be like. I'm Emma, a tour guide of the admissions office, and I'm here to answer your questions and show you the parts of our community you're interested in seeing most. You can book a tour at keene.edu/visit or reach out to any of our admissions staff to find out when you can come see our home. Here's a sneak peek at what a tour is like.
And we are here now with Coach Rodrigue after the Owls get the 6-4 win on senior night and also finish the home season at 7-3. So how was it being able to come all the way back, do it tonight?
That was great. I mean, we thought the boys played pretty well for most of the game, obviously. The early season challenge of taking too many dumb penalties, came back a little bit. But overall, we thought our guys played a really good game, and I think we were frustrated that we were chasing a goal. I mean, to come back 4 different times is shows some resilience and some grittiness, which is great. I just wish we had made it a little easier.
Awesome. You just touched about coming back 4 times.
Yeah.
What was the message for your guys in the locker room and moving forward on the bench, like to keep them in that game, keep them in that fight?
Yeah, each time the guys thought they were playing really well. Like across the board, we thought we were playing really well. We scored a couple others, right, that that weren't counted. So the boys felt like they kind of had a handle on the game the whole time, which is I guess it feels nice that the group is maturing a little bit. That even being down 4-3, halfway through a third period, like the guys felt okay. They're like, we're going to be fine here. So that was good.
You guys started Will Sloan, one of the seniors on this team, of course, member of the club team as well for a while. How did you think he played tonight?
Yeah, we thought he was good, except for that fourth goal, right? I have no idea what he was doing, and obviously we'll talk about that with him at some point. He's going to hate that, but that's a tough game to get engaged in, right? Because we were out shooting them pretty badly for good stretches, and they really didn't have a lot of pressure going at different stretches. It's hard to stay engaged. They've got the one really good line, and people will look at us and say, well, you guys have got one really good line, which is true. I think we have a more complete roster. I think we have a little bit more depth of scoring, and in their case, they had the one line that's super dangerous, and then otherwise, so when you're a goaltender, it's tough to stay engaged in that game. And when our guys are playing well and possessing pucks at the other end for long stretches of time, it's hard to stay fresh.
So you guys have 2 more games, both against the same team.
Yeah.
Other than winning, what do you hope to see out of your guys going down there in this final little road?
Yeah, so, obviously, we'd like to see if we can travel well again. Like I actually thought we did okay in Buffalo with that outdoor game. It was an amazing experience, but you still, when you go that far, you want to come out with points, right? So, I think that's a key for us is, how do we travel? And when I say how do we travel, honestly, the travel piece of it we do really well, but what's the on-ice look like? Are we good? And so that's the thing that we'll be looking for is just, which guys can be gamers on the road. 2 nights in a hotel is different than 1 night. It's still a 5+ hour ride for us. So, we'll be looking at that. And, we've talked a lot about wanting to play a mature, patient game. I'd like to see us let the puck do the work a little bit more. I think tonight, our guys felt like man for man, we were a little bit stronger than they were. So a lot of guys started, going off and doing their own thing a little bit. And there was a lot more taking guys on one-on-one than we want to see. We'd like to let the puck do some more work. So, when you've traveled 5 hours, you've spent a night in a hotel, you let the puck do some work. So I think that's going to be a key message for us this week in practice. And then when we head out there.
Obviously, it's a long ways away, but next year you guys will be in the LEC.
Yeah.
And, we've already seen some interesting matchups this year with some future LEC teams. Yep. But what are you looking forward to the most about being in a conference next year?
Yeah, I think there have been times when we've played other teams where we felt like the game didn't matter to them as much, because they're non-conference games. So sometimes, they're using guys that they're not getting in all the time. And, there doesn't feel like there's quite as much on the line for them. For us as just, this kind of upstart group trying to get things going. We, our guy, like you can see, I think tonight was an example, right? Like our guys were still hungry and aggressive late in that second half of the third period made a big difference for us. So I think our guys are going to have to get used to that adjustment that when points are on the line, every night matters, every game matters. And it's more than, we came back 4 times tonight. I don't know you come back 4 times in a lot of conference games, right? Mm-hmm. Because every shift matters, every pass matters, every turnover matters. So I think that's the thing for us is we just expect that it's going to get a lot tighter. And, it's a similar schedule. We've played some really strong teams this year. We've played a lot of teams that we think we're right on par with. I think that's going to be the same next year. It's just going to be like the intensity will be higher for all of our opponents in all those games. So that's the thing that our guys have got to load up for, basically.
Is there one team you're looking forward to playing the most in the LEC?
Yeah, obviously Plymouth is the thing, right? Coach Russell's a good friend of mine, and I think they're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. I think probably most of the LEC is looking forward to it. Keene Plymouth is a great rivalry. And, Plymouth has been the class of the MASCAC, so I think there's expectations that they should be the class of the Little East right out of the gate. So, we're looking forward to see. They've got a great roster, and they've had great success. They're a well-ranked team. So we're just really looking forward to it.
I have one more question for you, kind of a fun one. 4 nations face-off is tonight, USA versus Canada. Will you be watching the game?
We are 100% watching the game.
And who are you backing?
It's going to be USA.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
for sure.
We appreciate your time, Bobby.
Canada's power play is lethal, but USA's better in goal and better on D.
Awesome. Thank you. We always enjoy you up here in the booth.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks,
so
guys.
much.
Thanks so much this season.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yep.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
Keene State Athletics on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. American Steel Fabricators, visit americansteelfab.com. Fenton Family Dealerships, the tri-state area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. The Melanson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelberth Construction, we build relationships for life. Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene. We're always here to get you there. Noise Volkswagen, we look forward to guiding you on your Volkswagen journey. And by the Best Western Plus Hotel, located at 401 Winchester Street in Keene. So the Owls get the 6-4 win tonight on senior night. They wrap up a very successful home season here at 7-3, and it was so much fun getting to call the games all season. Thank you as well to you, Ryan.
Oh, absolutely.
Being on a bunch of games, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much for having me up here. You know, you are graduating, so this will be our last hockey game together. It's a little emotional for me, a little sad, but I hope to see you around town, you know, moving forward, but I really appreciate everything you can do, and you've got a lot of talent.
Thank you. Yeah, you as well. Definitely look forward to. I might get to do a few here and there next fall. We'll see, but
awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, until then, thank you all so much for tuning in this season. For Ryan Otterson, for everybody else on our crew, for one last time this hockey season, signing off from Keene Ice, and we'll see you next season.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.